Good afternoon, everyone. So today we're gonna presenting you about the terminologies related within flights. Let's begin.
Outlines, sterile flight deck, deplane and disembark, passage of flight, turbulence, abort, ground time, autopilot, curfew, diversion, descent, and embark.
The zero flight deck concept involves the restriction of flight crew member activity to death, which is operationally acceptable during busy phases of flight. Taxi out, take off, initial climb, intermediate, and final approach, landing and taxi in. The plan or disembark is the expedited exit of passenger and crew from a parked aircraft utilizing the boarding entrance and the associated airport infrastructure such as airbridge, jetway, boarding stair, or the aircraft airstay.
Next is going to be the phases of flights. For this one, it's consider of the 7 phases, which is the first one is the taxi or the P5 phases. This is when the pilot will be asking permission from taxi to get onto the runway. Second is going to be takeoff phases, which is the pilot will bring the aircraft into the runway and increase the speed to bring up the aircraft. Next is going to be climb phase. This is a phase of climbing to bring up the aircraft into the flight's path. Following with the cruise phase is the flight phase to maintain the altitudes in the flight's path. Fifth is going to be descent and approach. This is a phase of to stay to lower the level to bring the aircraft down to the destination airport. Sixth is going to be landing phase. It's a phase of landing an aircraft into the runway. Lastly, which is the taxiing, the last part of the flight before bringing all passengers to the destination safely. Turbulence. It's when the aircraft flies through to the inclement weathers, which can causing the plane to vibrating. It can consider of 3 states, which is light, moderate, and severe. For light, rise and drop of 1 meter. This can be hardly to be noticed. Secondly, it's moderate, consider of 3 to 6 meter. This state drinks may spill. Lastly, it's severe. It can cause up to 30 meters. Occupant can be thrown if not be stabbed in. And if you're questioning, is this the turbulence can cause the planes to crash? What I have found is that the turbulence does not cause the planes to crash, although it can create the panics among the passengers. The planes are engineered to survive at all times of turbulence. So the violence of the turbulences may seem to be scary, but however, the pilots are specially trained accordingly. So the only thing that you need to do is to fasten your seat belt and remain calm until the turbulence ends. So you might have an uncomfortable experience for a short of time, but the plane shakes during the turbulence and it's regarded as normal after. These are the example of turbulence. Turbulence. It's when the aircraft flies through the inclement weathers, causing the plane to vibrate. It's considered a free state, just like moderate and severe. Light, rise and drop this is hardly to be noticed. Secondly, it's moderate, considered 3 to 6 meters. State, rings, and spill. Lastly, it's severe. It's
Abort is the word we announce to ATC when we want to cancel a flight. This will be used in the event that are due to some system failures such as engine failure, fire, aircraft not set up ready for takeoff, flight control problems, or may be caused by external factors such as the windshield warning or the control tower ordering the machine to stop, etc. It will be said 3 times, abort, abort, abort. Downtime means the period that begins at the time of the aircraft landing and ends at the time of takeoff, and during this time we'll have activities performed such as refueling, loading of baggage, cleaning, and etc. Ground time delay may occur due to passenger and cargo connection, airport congestion, etc.
And going forward underneath the wings to activities carried out over the wings, we have disembarking of passengers and boarding of passengers. We have catering services. We have cleaned the cabin and disinfecting of passenger seats. And outside the aircraft, we have de-icing and icing where it's applicable. Every airline has a minimum ground time for all the ground operation activities to be carried out. This time might vary from 30 minutes to 45 minutes to 1 hour and up to 2 hours. And when this time is exceeded, then the flight is considered to be on a delay. To always minimize the ground time and to ensure that the aircraft departs on time, this is always a call for pre-preparation of every flight, a call for cooperation between airline managers and operation staffs, and a call for cooperation between airline staffs and flight crews.
Autopilot is a device or system that automatically controls the vehicle. The machine controls the direction and speed of the vehicle instead of the human hand. Autopilot systems are particularly used in passenger aircraft and other aircraft. It has also been introduced on ships. As exception, taking off requires human control and cannot be done by autopilot. Curfew is also referred as night flying restrictions. Curfew is rulings that prevent aircraft operating at certain time of the night. That means that between mandated hours, airlines are not allowed to take off, taxi, or land. The reason why the curfew is defined is noise of aircraft. If takeoffs and landing were to take place at night, there would be noise damage to nearby residents.
Diversion meaning is arriving at a different destination from first destination, such as bad weather, typhoon, hard windy, fog, falling snow. When food is few, according to many reasons, you don't have enough food to reach destination. Refuel at an airport along the way for safety. Temporarily take off to an airport. Descent definition is aircraft going down gradually. It means as they get closer to their destination, they are going to descend from the engine efficient altitude to the ultimate altitude. And emergency descent. The pilot intentionally emergency descent aircraft during urgent situation. Embark definition is getting on the plane. Having to how to embark, using boarding a bridge and using a bus. The normal way to board is walking across the boarding bridge, but the LCC will park the plane at an open spot away from the terminal to save on the cost of using the boarding bridge. At that time, you sometimes go to the area around the plane by bus.
And our team's members consider of Nalini, Wongsakon, Papawarin, Kanami, and Takako. Thank you for your attention!